Hola amigos, bienvenidos, bienvenidas, bienvenides aquí a su stream favorito donde siempre estamos intentando escapar de... donde siempre estamos tratando de escapar de las locuras, de los horrores cósmicos. Mi nombre es Agustín Mendoza y esto es Señores Geek. Hoy, a ver, ahí, ya no me escuchan, ahora sí, ahora no. Déjenme, es que está... Ya saben que luego de repente esto se pone hipersensible. Pero bueno, ya estamos completamente al aire, en vivo. Pues hoy nos vamos a poner Lovecraftianos, amigos. Lovecraftianos. Porque vamos a jugar nuevo juego del canal. No de que haya salido, que sea un nuevo lanzamiento esto, sino más bien un nuevo juego en el canal. Y pues es The Call of Cthulhu, la llamada de Cthulhu. Déjenme, estoy monitoreando todo para darle seguimiento. Creo que ahí estamos. Vientos. Creo que ya no nos falta nada. Ah, bueno, a ver, déjenme nada más corroborar. Creo que me falta por acá. Me falta... Pero no me acuerdo cuál era. Ay. Ah, no, pues creo que ya está. A ver, alguien que me mande un mensajillo. A ver, déjenme intentarlo yo. Ahí ya.
Hola.
Ah, sí, ahí está. Ya estamos funcionando, todo está funcionando, amigos. Lo que no sé... A ver, vamos a probar algo. Déjenme yo nada más probar algo. Mientras, a ver, si quieren, mientras... Vamos iniciando acá. ¿Qué onda, Roy? ¿Cómo estás? Bienvenido. Al fin que esta es tu casa. Voy a ver si... Sí. Estoy, según yo, haciendo una pruebita. A ver. Porque, según yo, también si nos mandan mensaje, por ejemplo en Facebook, ya debería de verse. Pero no estoy seguro de ello. Déjenme, vamos a ver, propiedades. Ah, sí se ve, pero a ver, ¿dónde lo tengo que poner? ¿Ah? Ah, miren, ahí creo que ya se ve. Pero. Ah, no, ya está, ¿no? A ver. Ahí ya se ve bien. Pero se ve muy grande, ¿no? ¿Cómo lo hacía? De manera... De manera que... ¿Cómo lo hago más chico? Sí, creo que eso es lo que estoy aquí intentando averiguar. Disculpe usted las fallas técnicas, pero ahorita nos vamos a poner terroríficos. No, no se desesperen. A ver, déjenme ver. Posición. No, 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 a ver. Ya voy, amigos, ya voy, ya voy, ya voy, ya voy, ya voy. No, pues ahora sí que no les hallo, amigos. No les sabría decir. Ah, 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 ah. Quería también a ver, déjenme ver. Sí, atención, ocultar. Bueno, creo que ahí va a quedar. No sé si quede muy grande. Ahí avísenme si no estorba demasiado para el juego. Supongo que va a haber. En el juego va a haber como cosas de llamada, de diálogos ahí. La bandita también ahí de TikTok, díganme si todo lo ven bien. A ver, ahora sí. Ahora sí. Ay, ay, ay. Vamos a ver qué tanto sobrevivimos a la locura, amigos. Donde me preocupa un poco es en TikTok. ¿Por qué me pone en TikTok algo de... A ver, déjenme ver. No sé qué fue eso. A ver, vamos a darle nueva partida. Capítulo 1, Agencia de Investigación de Pierce, Boston. Boston, 1924. Edgar Pierce, veterano de la Primera Guerra Mundial, ahoga sus recuerdos en alcohol y somníferos. Ahora trabaja como detective privado, pero le cuesta encontrar un caso que le despierte de su letargo. Pierce debe encontrar un caso nuevo pronto o arriesga a perder la licencia. Ya me dio noir, ¿no? La cosa. Entonces, vamos a empezar bien. Es algo que me gusta. Dice, si le das clic a la fuente, puedes ver las medidas, debería estar. Sí, en eso está. Lo que no sé es porque... Ah, sí, creo que sí van desapareciendo. Pero ya ahí, mira, ahí ya ocupó toda la pantalla. Ya no se ve la sillita del... a ver, déjenme... Es que si los... Bueno, yo creo que textos así como estos que están fuera de la pantalla en TikTok, yo se los leo. ¿Va? Ahí los subtítulos sí los ven, ¿no? Ah, ni empezamos y él la guardó. Empezamos muy sin explicaciones ni nada, ¿no? Directo a la acción. Hay mucha tripa por aquí. Aquí se ve que ya se echaron una mojarrita. Un ceviche de tiburón. Se ve así por la niebla o hay algo allá al fondo moviéndose. Aquí también está cerrado. Pues muy eficaz, ¿no? O sea, si no hay luz, pues no puedes ver, ¿no? Lo que hay ahí. ¡Hala! Entonces no lo pueden sentir, pero esto está vibrando. Yo voy a abrir todas las puertas, no vaya a ser que en una de esas tengamos que escapar corriendo.
In my wake, hold along. Fate inescapably draws you on.
Uy. ¿Quién dijo eso? Ah, de este lado, me lo imaginé, no se iba a poder abrir. La musiquita sí está cuando menos desconcertante, ¿no? Mira, pero sí, como decía Roy, ya se quitaron los comentarios aquí de la plataforma morada. Uy, más animalitos del mar.
What a putrid offering.
Uy. Pues sí, señor, pero yo no le puse esta ofrenda.
Don't fight. You have been chosen.
¿Elegido como para qué? A mí no me preguntaron.
Everything has already been written. But perhaps you will attempt to change your destiny.
Ya decía yo, si acabamos de empezar, señor.
I
Ya,
hate whiskey.
acabamos de empezar y ya acabaron con nosotros. Dice Agencia de Investigación de Pierce. Están muy chiquitas, ¿no? No sé si las alcanzan a ver bien ahí en TikTok. Ahí se ven, pero no sé si las alcanzan a leer bien. Dice mi oficina que pertenece a la agencia de detectives Wengrutz. Después de la Gran Guerra decidí instalarme en Boston, donde siempre hay trabajo para gente como yo. Llegan casos pequeños sin parar, adulterios, venganzas, desapariciones que no lo son. El viejo sofá de la oficina no es tan cómodo como una cama de verdad, y debería tirar las botellas vacías. Pero este sitio es mío, por el momento. Vamos. Esto afectará tu destino. Bueno, pues después de lo que vimos, no sé ustedes, pero considero el whisky un elemento esencial de todo desayuno.
Been a while since I jotted down something other than my nightmares.
Bueno, un poquito otra vez lo mismo.
Natural sciences, linguistics, archaeology. Married woman runs off with her girlfriend. The husband couldn't understand it. I'm listening.
Are you Edward Pierce, private investigator contracted by the Wentworth Detective Agency?
That's correct.
Hello, Mr. Pierce. I'm Lucy Sherifield, in charge of investigators over at Wentworth. I'm calling because of a problem with your file. A fire has destroyed some of our documents.
Is that right?
I'm so very sorry, but I have to collect your personal information yet again.
Ay, aquí, buen pretexto para ponernos a ¿cómo se llama? A llenar nuestra ficha de personaje. Denme un segundito. Ahorita continuamos. Lo que quiero es, ¿cuál es este? Es este. Pero este, ¿cómo lo? Es que lo que quiero es moverlo. Bueno, no sé cómo los muevo. A ver, creo que... no. Es que ahí creo que es lo más abajo. Es que lo que quiero es como... A ver, creo que les estorba menos, ¿no? A ver si ahí a la gente de Twitch creo que les estorba menos, ¿no? Ahora sí, vámonos para acá. ¿Y en qué estábamos? No quise elocuencia. Bueno, ya le subimos. Percepción, psicología, investigación, fuerza, medicina. Uy, ocultismo. Sí quiero ocultismo. Investigación. Psicología. ¿Dónde dice cuánto me cuesta cada punto? Ok, todo me cuesta un punto, ¿no? Una percepción. ¿Creen que me arrepienta por lo de medicina? Vamos a meter más fuerza. Prefiero ser mejor investigador. Por algo soy investigador, ¿no? Ah, no, ¿cómo le quito la... añadir... ok. Ahí está. Más en investigación. A ver, restablecer. ¿Qué sí queremos? Queremos aquí, 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 aquí. Ahí está. Me gusta así más. No soy un tipo de palabras, pero soy bueno en mi chamba, ¿no? Que es en investigar. La percepción también buena. Psicología ahí nos falla. Pero miren, fuerza también ahí estamos bien.
Thank you for this information, Mr. Pierce. Our files will soon be up to date. And
Entonces.
on a related matter, may I raise a sensitive question?
What's wrong?
As you know, we wish to closely monitor the progress of our contractors. And it would seem you've been accepting fewer new cases.
Work is scarce.
Mr. Pierce, you know as well as I do, there's never been more investigative work than now.
But are those cases worth it?
They're worth not losing your license. Show yourself worthy of the Wentworth Detective Agency, and we might keep you on the payroll. Mr. Pierce, are you still...
I'm coming.
Como dan lata.
Sir, I came here on the advice of a person whom I hold in high esteem, and I must say that I expected anything but a drunkard's lair.
Uy, pues perdón.
You're free to leave anytime, sir.
Do you know to whom you speak?
Stephen Webster, industrialist and art collector. All of Boston knows you.
Tell me, Mr. Pierce, are you capable of handling a new case, or are you simply a deadbeat inebriate?
If you come to me, it means you're desperate.
Nobody believes me. They take me for an old fool. Sarah, my little girl, she is dead. Even you must know of her. She was Sarah Hawkins.
The painter? Yes, everyone knows her work.
The police accuse her of killing her family. They all died in a fire. Sarah, her husband, and Simon, my grandson.
I can't do anything for a woman who is already dead.
Find out the truth. They say she was mad, but I know that's a lie. She would never have done such a thing.
But if you have no proof...
I've brought all that I have. Look. I want you to look carefully at this painting. Tell me all the assumptions that come to mind.
What am I supposed to find?
Tell me if this is the work of madness, or if, on the contrary, you manage to detect some logic, a rationality to follow so that I may understand it.
Is that all you want from me?
Yes, please.
All right. I'll look at your picture. That's all you've got? The painting?
I placed a file on your desk. It contains everything I have on the affair.
¿Por qué no puedo cambiar el objetivo?
A warehouse on Darkwater. Some sketches of the Hawkins family. Rather thin.
Dice que el informe policial dice que el fuego empezó en el comedor y se llevó a toda la familia. La policía concluye que fue un accidente doméstico, sin embargo, hacen hincapié en la fragilidad mental de Sarah Hawkins. ¿Por qué? Un recorte de prensa, un artículo sobre el matrimonio de Sarah y Charles Hawkins, un hombre de negocios de la isla Darkwater. Llevan una vida solitaria con su único hijo, Simon. Oh, este jueguito se ve chidito, ¿no? Esto de la investigación está bueno. Yo tenía más cosas. Hoy... aquí sigue el señor este. Me iba a ir a ver mis demás cosas.
What's this symbol on the man's chest? It's as if Sarah Hawkins breathed a message into it.
So, Mr. Pierce, what do you make of these elements?
The meaning could be exactly as it appears. I think your daughter is sending you a message.
That's what I believe, too. It was 3 months ago that I received the call from the police telling me of my daughter's death. And yet a short while after, this painting was delivered to my home. The painting is linked to this case, can't you see? You must find the meaning behind all this.
You must tell me if what the police suggest about the mental state of your daughter is true.
No. Sarah had visions. Everyone knew that. She never would have hurt a fly. She only thought she saw things.
Saw things? What do you mean by that?
I never knew what she meant by that. My daughter was an enigmatic figure, Mr. Pierce. You must find out the truth about her life and death.
Her husband was a big deal on the island. Police are sticking to the accident theory. Though they mentioned Sarah's mental state was fragile. I believe you are right, sir. This case is not as simple as it appears.
I am aware of that. I believe there is more to this case than just an accident.
Darkwater. Never heard of the place. Where is that?
It's a small, remote island off the coast of Boston. Sarah lived there with her son and her husband.
I suppose you want to ship me off there.
Darkwater holds the secret regarding my daughter, Mr. Pierce. You must uncover it.
The sender's label mentions Warehouse 36.
That's right. It came with Sarah's last painting.
And you think your daughter could have been the sender?
That is what you must find out. Go to Darkwater. Find Warehouse 36.
I think I'm beginning to understand.
I'm willing to do anything for my daughter to recover her honor.
Quiet down. I'm on your side. Let's sum things up. An artist dies with her family in a house fire. Your only clue is a sort of promontory painting sent from Darkwater right before her death.
Correct. And the rumors about her supposed folly.
Which you don't totally deny.
Find that warehouse. Find out the truth regarding Sarah Hawkins' death. You'll be handsomely compensated.
All right. I'll take the case. I'll go to Darkwater and look into the death of your daughter.
Thank you, Mr. Pierce. I didn't expect any less coming from a man in your situation.
Something's queer. But it's not like I have a choice. Darkwater. I think I've got a book on the North Atlantic. I'll no doubt find some information on this island in there. A good old story of blackmail in a speakeasy. Darkwater is off the coast of Boston. But I've never heard of it. According to this book, it was often mentioned during whale hunting times at the end of the 19th century. But it seems to have been shunned since then.
Dice, la isla Darkwater lleva habitada desde el siglo XIV y todavía guarda muchos de los tesoros que dejaron las tribus perdidas. El romanticismo de estos emocionantes testimonios de creencias ingenuas y primitivas no deben engañarte. No olvides la violencia de sus dioses. Una criatura gigante sigue decorando las paredes de enormes cuevas abandonadas. ¿Se trataba de un dios del mar o del sueño? Nadie lo sabe. Los habitantes de la actualidad, hijos e hijas de orgullosos cazadores de ballenas, todavía recuerdan la misteriosa y turbulenta historia de su pequeño territorio en la costa de Massachusetts. Ajá, ¿eh? El Atlas de las Islas del Atlántico.
All I have to do is go to the port. I just hope that I can find a boat able to take me to Darkwater.
Había como más cositas aquí, ¿no? Para interactuar. Debe decir, nos echamos otro trago, pero no, como que sí ya el caso ha sido...
I used to be an avid reader.
Suficiente para llamar nuestra atención, ¿no? Un trabajo denso dirigido a becarios y jóvenes profesionales. El primer volumen incluye todas las enfermedades conocidas del mundo civilizado, junto con sus síntomas y tratamientos. Pero pues no lo podemos abrir y leerlo. Ah, mira, pero sí. Ah, miren. Sí podemos ir subiendo estas de aquí, ¿eh? Vientos.
The Wentworth Agency doesn't attract top-notch cases.
Pues creo que ya fue todo, ¿no? Iba a echar otro trago, pero mejor vámonos. Vamos a ponernos a chambear. Mi primera chamba, dice... Capítulo 2. Puerto de Darkwater. Pierce toma el caso Hawkins. La artista maldita ha sido acusada de provocar el incendio que mató a su familia, incluida ella. La única pista es una perturbadora pintura que le dejó su padre. En la etiqueta de envío figura la dirección de un almacén situado en la isla de Darkwater. Este lugar parece ser el punto de partida de la investigación de Pierce. Pues, creo que está chidito el juego, a mí me está gustando hasta ahorita. Empezó recio también, así que seguramente nos esperan sorpresas agradables. Se me olvida que hay que darle clic y yo aquí esperando a que avance.
Almost there.
Yo creo que este sí nos vamos a llevar más de unas... ¿Qué será? ¿3, 4 sesiones? El Doki Doki lo hicimos en 2. Que nos faltaron los extras, debo decir.
Stay on board. There's guys coming to unload. Welcome to Darkwater Island, Mr. Pierce.
Why, thank you, Captain Fitzroy.
So, what wind brought you?
Does the Hawkins case mean anything to you?
A sad story that we would all prefer to forget. Charles Hawkins may have been a landlubber, but he was a good man.
And his wife, Sarah Hawkins.
A nice young woman, and a great painter. What a tragedy. You know what? Go have a drink at the Stranded Whale. What you need is a good pick-me-up. Mitchell may not be very welcoming, but his bar holds a surprise for you. As for me, you'll find me at the Harbor Master's office. If it's the Hawkins family that brings you here, I have a pile of documents that should interest you.
Understood. I'm going for a look around the docks.
Tenemos que ir al... ¿Sabes?
Hey, Sullivan. Can't you go any faster?
See how old this thing is. If we force it too much, we'll break everything.
You can't do that.
But it's only a fish.
A fish? You've got no idea. Don't badmouth what you don't know.
Or the same goes for you, sir. Move along.
I'm looking for this address. Warehouse 36, Darkwater Harbor.
Ah. And so who are you?
I didn't introduce myself.
Le vale.
Edward Pierce, private detective.
In any case, it's not very important. I can't answer that.
You can't? Or you don't want to?
Oh, no. I'm not getting into those games, me. Now, please, allow me to do my job.
You can't. Don't put that beast back in the water, you shysters. You're crazy. They're cops.
You can see that I'm busy, can't you?
You can't understand. You're not sailors. Oh, yeah? It's a sign. There's something coming. Something real bad. Don't put
The blood is just beginning to coagulate. It died a short time ago. Only a specialist would know what killed it.
Pues,
Don't put that beast back in the water, you shysters. You're crazy. They're cops. They can't understand.
esas
Damn
marcas.
stupid idiots. Forget it. Nobody listens to us anyway. That's no way to treat an omen.
Ah, ¿sí me dan permiso,
He's gonna get us
señores?
into trouble.
Sí.
You can't understand. You're not sailors. It's a sign. There's something coming. Something real bad.
Por ahí no se puede pasar porque está
Come on, you bastard.
al relajo.
You'll see what a true sailor's got in his belly. You hear that? You bilge rats don't scare me.
There's nothing for you here
What did you
either.
call us just now?
Pretext.
I said you were a bilge rat.
Ota,
Aiming at-
pinches pueblerinos conflictuosos.
Prohibition is just a joke around here. That suits me fine.
Ah, no puedo agarrar la linternita, creí que sí. Pues no hay de otra, ¿no? Que ir al bar, o sea, no... ¿Por dónde puedo pasar? Por ahí no. Por acá no. Digo, un poquito forzada esta parte, pero bueno, no es un gran juego que sea de mundo abierto. Estos tipos se ven raros. Bueno, es como que puedes interactuar con todo. Es como lineal, pero tienes un par de opciones a elegir, ¿no? Es lo que va a cambiar tu destino en el juego.
Hey, be careful. Let's get him another drink. He's dry.
In my bar, we don't serve troublemakers.
I don't have time for all this bravado.
Don't be so high and mighty, sir. We don't like mainland snobs.
I'm here for information, not for a fight.
I prefer it that way. Speak then. I reserve the right to answer or not.
Primero la bebida,
Captain
¿no?
Fitzroy told me about a little pick-me-up.
Oh, yeah? That must have been before you came looking for a fight in my bar.
Oh, come on. Because of a little tussle.
Drinking it here is a privilege, and I grant the privilege to whoever I want. Anything else?
Do you know where this place is? Warehouse 36, Darkwater Harbor.
The Hawkins warehouse. I see, yeah. If I were you, I wouldn't hang around there.
Why not?
First off, there are rumors. Sailors from around here say you can hear noises coming from the warehouse at night. Screams, that sort of thing.
Screams.
And that's not all. There's the fate of its owners and all the superstitions that go with it. But I'll say no more. Anything else?
Parece un trabajo para Carlos Trejo.
The Stranded Whale. I guess this bar has been here a long time.
What can I tell you? I'm a nostalgic sort of guy. The name, it reminds us of the golden age of dockwater, when our whalers left for long months and came back sweating and stinking of the oil and flesh of the whales they'd been hunting.
It was a tough time, all the same.
Ah, but steeped in glory. We've never known such wealth since then.
What can you tell me about her?
We all knew she was famous on the mainland for her paintings. Never understood why. Then, I don't want to speak ill of the dead.
Her style made her famous. How would you describe it? Tortured?
Yeah, well, it wasn't normal. I mean, for a young woman with a child and all that. We saw them in the papers and we said to ourselves, who can paint such things? Is that how she sees the world?
So they made you feel uncomfortable?
You need to see them for yourself. Make up your own mind.
Her vision. Was it so terrible?
Way I see it, the truth is really a question of point of view.
What do you mean by that?
Do you still trust the truth after a bottle of whiskey?
I've got what I need.
Anything else?
Captain Fitzroy told me about a little pick-me-up.
Oh, yeah? That must have been before you came looking for a
sí
fight
salió el
in my
mismo
bar.
texto.
Oh, come on. Because of a little
Drinking it here is a privilege. Anything else?
That'll be all for now.
What you looking at, stranger?
The clientele is predominantly male.
Tell me something I don't know.
I meant nothing by it. I'm just wondering what a woman like you is doing in this flea trap.
And I'm wondering what could be going through the head of the chump who goes to disturb her. Let me drink, stranger. I told you to beat it.
Bueno, pues aquí hospitalarios no son.
Nightmares. Can hear things and voices whispering. Will follow its reader and appear at various locations, gifted with its own consciousness, until it finds a new reader.
Uy, parece mi tipo de libro.
The miraculous catch. Apparently the most significant event of the last 80 years.
Dice La Saloma, 21 de mayo de 1847, pesca milagrosa. El Escila regresa a puerto para salvar Darkwater del hambre. Habíamos perdido la esperanza. La tripulación del Escila, o lo que queda de ella, retornó al puerto de Darkwater la tarde del martes. Los lugareños acudieron a la carrera a los muelles para dar la bienvenida al último ballenero de la isla y quedaron estupefactos al contemplar la asombrosa captura de la valiente embarcación traída a bordo.
You have no right to treat us like this.
And the doctor, what did he say?
He laughed.
My God.
You said it.
She will do it again, you know.
Oh,
The girl doctor, Colden. She won't stop asking.
not that again. She will get us into trouble.
I know.
Pues no nos queda de otra más que ir con él, con el capitán. Oh, capitán, mi capitán.
I've brought out the Charles Hawkins cargo manifests. They're on the table next to you, but in truth, you're likely to be disappointed. When you're done, Come join me on the deck.
These manifests are signed by Charles Hawkins, but that's all I'll get from them.
Solo unas pocas fechas son legibles aún. 1890, 1907 y una última, medio borrada. El resto del documento está tachado. ¿Quién tendría interés en ocultar esta información?
The Scylla. It finished up beached at the entrance to the harbor.
¿Ven? De algo sirvió venir de metiche.
This man and Fitzroy could be twins. What a macabre souvenir. This blackboard hasn't been used in a long while. Fishing equipment. Could do with some rust remover. Fishing equipment. Could do with some rust remover. I wonder what Captain Fitzroy has got to say about this woman, Cat.
Captain, los términos de nuestro acuerdo están bien claros. Mantener a sus hombres bajo control. Provocarnos es un lujo que no puede usted permitirse. No hace falta que responda a este mensaje. Limítese a pagar a su portador. Cat.
Broken. This place seems half abandoned.
From here, I see everything that goes on in the harbor. The hard-working lives of my sailors, the fights at the stranded whale. Even the antics of these wharf rats don't escape me.
It's you who lays down the law around here.
Oh, I wouldn't go that far. I'm just the last serving captain on Darkwater. Tell me what I can do to help you.
I'm just back from the wharves. The dead killer whale is unsettling the sailors.
Ah, yes. Us men of the sea are superstitious folk.
Voy a preguntar por las cosas que obviamente estuve ahí como husmeando.
Killer whales don't have many known predators.
That's true, and normally they're not found around here. But, you're gonna take me for a fool.
Give it a try.
Have you heard about the depths? Trenches that plunge into the earth and that shelter creatures unlike any other.
You're talking about mythology.
Ha! Indeed, you're right.
The police took the decision to put the killer whale back into the sea.
You've got to understand them. They didn't know what to do with it.
I think that was a mistake. Who says that whatever caused those wounds is no longer in these waters?
You think we should have kept it?
To look into the real cause of its death, at least. Your manifests have been blacked out. They're totally unreadable.
Yeah, I saw that. I've got no idea who did it or why. I don't remember having countersigned anything special enough for someone to hide it.
And why obliterate the dates, as well as the goods stored in the warehouse?
You mean that the dates have some meaning?
I don't know. It's not my signature next to that of Charles Hawkins.
I'm at sea for more than half the year. Anyone could have done it during my absence. What seems really important to me is that the dates on these manifests indicate that Charles probably had other contracts.
But not with you, though. I'm looking for Warehouse 36. Do you know where it is?
Look, it's right there. The warehouse is opposite the jetty. You can't miss it.
Understood.
You know who the building belongs to, don't you?
It belonged to the Hawkins family.
Precisely. Ship owners from father to son.
I think that somebody here wanted me to search this warehouse. I shall be on my way.
So come back and see me when you've got something new.
Ahí estaron los marineros. Ah, esos también.
Cops, they can't understand.
Damn stupid idiots.
Forget it. Nobody listens to us anyway.
That's no way to treat
Pues por allá no se puede.
You live here?
Why did you do that, huh? We saw what you did to St. Brendan. Yeah, we'll teach you to come onto our island and ridicule our protectors.
I've never heard of this saint. Is it a local belief?
But everyone knows St. Brendan, the Navigator. He's the patron saint of whales and whalers.
What happened to the statue?
Go see for yourself. He's at the end of the jetty. There's you, our beloved statue, and then those two bozos behind us. Wait, now that I think about it, it's got to be them. There's one of them who's always going back and forth to the statue. Quieter. That's all we need for them to hear us. What brings you to dark water?
That statue represents your local saint.
What do you mean by local, exactly? You wouldn't be looking down at us, like all townspeople do. St. Brendan. He protected whalers and fishermen like us. Until those assholes defaced him.
The two guys behind you. What are they guarding?
The bootleggers. Scum. They're protecting their territory. From whom, I wonder? They really don't have a choice anyway. They're more scared of Cat than an attack by drunken sailors. If only they would kill each other.
This Cat you mentioned. Is she their boss?
Hold on just a minute. We didn't tell you a thing. Nothing at all.
Ah, ya sabemos quién es Cat.
I've taken enough of your time.
We'll see you later.
No me voy a meter con esos tipos por ahora. Hay otro fulano. Ese no habla. ¿Cómo se llamaba el santo? ¿San qué? ¿San Pascualito Rey? Ah, le pusieron inscripciones. San Brendan. San Brendan Fraser. Y entonces, ¿por dónde se va al puerto ese que tengo que ir?
Where do you think you're going?
I'm not here to hinder your work, officer. Edward Pierce, private detective.
Sorry, we're all a little on edge today. What are you doing here?
I'm investigating the death of the Hawkins family.
Darn it. Why do you want to drag up all that stuff again?
My investigation has led me to this warehouse.
That case was closed months ago.
What more can you say about the death of the Hawkins family?
Not much more than what everyone knows. I wasn't on the case. They were all burnt to death, right? Up at their place.
The whole mansion went up in flames.
Don't get it into your head to go wandering around up there. It's dangerous.
What do you mean by that?
The only one left there is old Silas, and the accident has affected him badly. He can be unpredictable, especially if a stranger starts poking around the property.
Is he a danger to the public?
No, he's in his own home. Do yourself a favor. Leave him well alone.
No, if it gets out, I'll have serious problems with you-know-who.
I bet that you hid them somewhere in your hut on the docks.
Not even. And don't go looking there.
How could you be dumb enough to leave the entrance to the warehouses unguarded?
Keep your voice down. Why not go and shout at the cat while you're at it? I don't want to end up with her little knife under my throat.
It's a stiletto, you idiot. And with that smell on your breath, I don't give you much chance anyway.
Creo que han dejado sin vigilar una entrada, ¿no?
Damn stupid idiots.
Forget it. Nobody listens to us anyway.
It looks like there's a way in under this grate. This ratchet device seems to be usable. A whale vertebra. If the newspaper clipping in the bar is true, this bone is a real fossil. A handle. It must come from these old winches.
Qué bueno que nos pusimos aquí a chacharear.
I could use this old winch to lift the grating.
Luego, como que nos falta algo entonces, ¿no?
Should be possible to mount this cogwheel on the winch. Looks like everything is in its place. All I have to do is turn this handle.
Ni sé cómo lo hice la primera vez. No lo que iba a decir, yo me gustaría que...
Smoke. It's coming from this oil. I hope it's not toxic.
Ahorita, ¡pum! Me explota esto. Ahí vení. Yo me imagino que esta agua está fría. Ah, caray. ¡Ay, Dios mío! Ni duré nada. Ok. O sea, se supone que fue mi imaginación nada más. Pues sí lo vimos, ¿no? ¿Vamos a salir al mismo lugar? O sea, ¿en qué momento me di la vuelta? Según yo iba... Sí, ¿no? Íbamos bien.
This is primitive.
Uy, mi ocultismo no es muy bueno. Ah, miren esto. Chan, chan, chan. ¿Vieron True Detective, la temporada 4? Se parece un poco. Ahora sí, ya salimos a otro lado, ¿no?
Ugh, this place stinks. What is the connection between this place and the Sarah Hawkins case?
No sé, amigo, para eso te contrataron.
What happened here?
Ah, este está chidito, ¿no? Cómo reconstruye las cosas así tipo...
Who has enough money to buy painkillers, but stays in a place like this? It smells as bad as it looks. Can't sleep. I know how that feels. Is this one of Sarah Hawkins' paintings? Someone treasures this crumpled picture to the point of sleeping with it.
No.
Someone has settled in here.
And whoever it is has something to tell me about the Hawkins case. Is there anyone in there? You! Don't move! Detective Pierce. I told you to stay away from this warehouse.
It's clear that you knew the victims. I'm sorry to dig up bad memories.
I can still see the poor child lying burned on the floor of their drawing room. We had to tear him off. The marks must still be there. They're in my mind anyway.
It's horrendous. I'm going to need your experience to bring him justice, Officer Bradley. Can you explain what this painting is doing here?
This strange portrait. Wait, I know it.
Hey,
It was in the
me la
Hawkins
supe.
mansion when we came to investigate the fire.
So you confirm that it was removed from the crime scene? Interesting. I'd like to go and see the mansion now.
Of course. You want to go back along his trail? I'd like to understand how this painting made it to here. Come on. My car's parked down the way. Andrews, would you please shut the door? And open your eyes, damn it. This guy went right under your nose. God damn it. Her again.
Quería ver el cuadro.
This case has nothing to do with you, Baker. Clear the passage or I'll shut you up for obstruction.
Officer Bradley, you've finally grown a pair. Too bad you're too fat to see them down there.
Why you?
Come on, keep the smile. You don't want to force me to widen it.
Okay, I get it. Can we go to the mansion now?
Who the hell are you? What were you doing on my turf? I've got my eye on you. We'll meet again.
Is it far, this mansion?
Look behind you, at the top of the ridge. You see the building? That's the Hawkins mansion. Come on, we got some driving to do.
Capítulo 3. Jardín de la mansión de los Hopkins. Pierce consigue entrar en el almacén. En el lugar supuestamente abandonado hay sorpresas, signos de ocupación reciente y una pintura parcialmente quemada. Su búsqueda se ve interrumpida por el agente Bradley, pero Pierce logra convencerlo para que se une a la investigación. El agente de policía acepta llevar al detective a la mansión de los Hawkins. Ájale.
Well, here we are. Hawkins Mansion. The place has been abandoned since the fire. There's only old Winchester in his hut.
I see no scorched trees or fire damage on the building.
You're pretty damn observant, ain't you? The fire was quickly contained. Old Silas acted as soon as he could.
Not soon enough to save the Hawkins.
They were trapped in the drawing room. And don't go troubling Silas anymore. His guilt torments him enough as it is. Are we gonna take a closer look at this mansion, or do you have other questions?
Your partner, Andrews, warned me against him.
You managed to get something out of that bum, I'll end up asking you for advice.
He talks too much. He inferred that old Silas was slightly unhinged.
That's not far off the mark, I suppose, but kinda unfair at the same time. You know, Silas Winchester has been working for the Hawkins family as far back as I can remember. Charles was like a son to him. The day of the fire, he lost his whole family. So he's got nowhere to go. And, as you'll see, in a way, he's still watching over them. Is there anything else you want to ask me, or do you want to go up there?
Night falls quickly here, and I want to be able to see when we arrive.
I'll go with you, if only to reassure Silas.
Why not? You can help.
Right. Let's go.
$1693. This house is much older than it seems. The flowers on Sarah Hawkins' grave are fresh. Charles Hawkins' grave. Who could have done this?
I told you. Silas Winchester is still watching over the Hawkins family.
I must say, it's pretty gloomy.
So, Detective, does this place inspire any thoughts?
Why were they buried here?
I was given to believe that it was Charles Hawkins' wish.
Strange idea. I imagine Webster wasn't too pleased.
Mrs. Hawkins' father? It's said that he's devastated.
Let's go to the mansion.
Please give me a minute. I didn't expect
Poor
to
kid.
set foot back here after the burial. What kind of deranged
Poor kid.
individual would defile this sanctuary and steal a burnt painting? I don't see Silas doing such a thing, let alone allowing it. Even that broad baker is above that. Lord, have pity on this poor family.
The caretaker takes great care of these graves. Charles Hawkins' grave. Who could have done this?
Como que la traen contra el papá, ¿no? Porque todo chido menos la de él. Por estar viendo lo de la tumba del niño ya no vi bien qué dijo el policía, que fuera yo, ¿verdad? Supongo. ¿Quién se movió?
This entrance is still in use.
Whoa! Whoa! You were trying to force the door, you nosy prick!
Easy, sir, all right? Put down the axe.
You know what we do with rubble like you? We gut them. Dump them into the ocean.
Whoa! You're Mr. Winchester. Lower that axe. Let's talk calmly.
I'll show you how we have it out on Darkwater.
Sarah Hawkins' father sent me here to investigate the death of his daughter.
Webster, huh? I understand how he feels. But me? I want the dead to rest in peace. And that means kicking the ass of gumshoes like you.
Why would you not want me to help understand what happened here?
I've got nothing to hide. Tell me what you're doing here. And no baloney.
The police report describes a domestic accident. But Stephen Webster has several reasons to believe that this may not be the case.
Webster is as stubborn as an old mule. And I did tell him that we should let the dead rest in peace.
He wants to restore the reputation of his daughter. I just need to see where the fire started.
The mansion isn't safe. You would break your neck as sure as you're trying my patience right now.
That's why you barricaded the entrance?
That's right.
And this door?
It's locked, and I make sure it stays that way.
The sooner I carry out my investigation, the sooner I wrap up the case and return to Boston. After which, you'll never hear of me again.
Huh. I like the sound of that, but I have a better idea. You leave right now, and you never come back.
Silas! Pierce! In God's name, what are you doing?
Officer Bradley, this hood was trying to break into the mansion.
Do something, Bradley, or this story will have a nasty ending.
I vouch for him, Silas. He's working with us. We have reason to believe that someone entered the mansion and stole some paintings.
Impossible. I would have seen it.
Better safe than sorry. Now let us in. I promise to keep an eye on this one.
Okay then. I'll leave the key with you. You could have told me that earlier, Sonny.
Let's see what more I can learn from this mansion.
Pierce, shall we enter?
Stop bothering me.
Let's take a look inside.
I'm with you.
Dale. Pues va chidito el juego.
Follow me. I know the place. Who left this light on?
No, ratas no. Dice, miren, he ganado varios puntos. Miren, esto y esto solo puedo si voy descubriendo cosas. ¿Sí le di bien? Sí.
The Last Supper of the Hawkins. What does this tell me? Sarah Hawkins and little Simon. The perfect picture of the middle-class family.
Pues. A lo que ha de oler, ¿no? Un poco tan pocas pruebas. No, apenas.
What kind of meat is this?
Sí, cierto. Creí que era como un puerquito, pero no. What the?
This place is for the head of the family, Charles Hawkins.
Es como un pulpo, ¿no? ¿En serio ya no hay más pistas? Yo había pasado por aquí, no lo vi.
The boy was probably here. Smashed his plate on the floor. Sarah Hawkins didn't eat. Was it because of the meat or something else? Something happened at this table. An argument?
Buen trabajo, detective.
Daydreaming again?
Working, officer. This dinner table tells us a lot about the Hawkins family life.
Well, we don't have all day. The scene of the fire is next door. Silas managed to bring the fire under control, but it was already too late for the Hawkins.
Let's see if I can find something the cops missed.
echar un vistazo antes de agarrar la visión de Sherlock.
Was Charles Hawkins a heavy drinker?
Hoy es lo que decía del niño, ¿no?
The child's corpse left a trace. Where are the others? Did it stop at the time of the fire? They had a fight. Why? Did Sarah Hawkins lose one of her shoes? How? If the painting I found on the docks really came from here, how come it didn't burn?
Exacto. Solo que lo hayan quitado antes de...
Did someone escape the fire?
Llevo el cuadro.
Blood. This lamp was thrown. This was no accident. This was a fight. Someone fell here. A desperate attempt to flee. And the boy.
So, Detective, what do you make of it?
I firmly believe this fire was more than just an accident.
Huh. What's your theory?
Someone deliberately set fire to this mansion.
You sure of that?
There's only one way to be sure.
I just ask that you don't disturb anything. If Chief West found out about what we're doing, I'd be in serious trouble.
This door is locked.
Las ratas me recuerdan al juego del... A Plague Tale.
These bandages are covered in dried blood. The same bandages that I saw in the warehouse on the docks. And given the bloodstains, I'd also say that it's the same person.
Bueno, ahí sí. Poco complicado, ¿no? Nada más por saber por qué. Tienen sangre, ya son las de la misma.
The lyrics of the drunken sailor, a sea shanty. The lyrics of the drunken sailor, a sea shanty. This door is blocked from the outside. An original edition of Mary Shelley's Frankenstein, dated 1818.
Uno de mis libros favoritos, por cierto. Uy. Si nada más fue el incendio, porque está todo este relajo.
A book on the first inhabitants of the island. It seems they got here around the 14th century. A book on the first inhabitants of the island. It seems they got here around the 14th century. Moby Dick, Melville's classic, the epic battle between man and whale. Mandatory reading for any whaler, I guess. This piano is in disrepair. Looks like the Hawkins kept it more for decoration than for music. This place was falling apart long before the fire. This place was falling apart long before the fire. A book on the first inhabitants of the island. It seems they got here around the 14th century. Greek mythology. Hecate, goddess of the dead, daughter of Tartarus, and mother of Scylla.
Hoy se llama el barco, ¿no? De la pesca milagrosa.
Dark water history. This place was settled back in 1692 by two families that seceded from the New England colonies. A book on hunting whales, the island's staple diet last century. There's something disturbing about this painting.
Efectivamente.
"20,000 Leagues Under the Sea." Another story about the mysteries of the deep. A book on hunting whales, the island's staple diet last century. could Sarah have done to make this person threaten to call the police? Locked. The boys' room.
No. Esto no lo había visto.
A child's fort. From what threat was Simon protecting his world? Tom Sawyer. Mark Twain. Sarah must have read it to him before bed.
Okay, sí. Medicamento para dormir, ¿no?
Sleeping pills. Strong for an 11-year-old boy. What was wrong with this family?
O sea, lo drogaban para dormir, ¿no?
What nightmarish vision could have inspired them? Simon's troubles went beyond family problems. That kid saw something. Something terrified him. The argument that led to their tragic end seems to have been simmering for some time.
Dice, el diario privado de Simon parecía preocupado por su madre y sus ataques. Además, la tensión entre los Hawkins parecía ir en aumento. ¿Es posible que el incendio fuera parte del resultado de una discusión? Ah, pues sí, es la discusión del comedor, ¿no?
What was going through that boy's mind? Locked.
Buen detective soy.
What will her room reveal about her? Barbiturates. Sarah Hawkins must have been extremely agitated resorting to such a treatment.
Los bocetos de Sarah Hawkins, más que estudios anatómicos, parecen una galería de horrores. ¿Son estas las cosas que la atormentaban en sueños? ¿O esa cosa ahí como con, no sé si un sol o una luna? Loco esto.
A barbiturate prescription from a certain Dr. Fuller. That's a massive dose. Was Sarah violent?
Yo creo que iba a usar la llave.
Perfect.
Ajá.
Sarah Hawkins' agent was getting worried. Seems she wasn't giving any signs of life.
Mi querida Sara, desde que te marchaste para enterrarte en vida en esa isla remota, tu obra ha traído un número creciente de coleccionistas. Te ruego que me envíes nuevos cuadros, los últimos tan sombríos y extraños, conmovedores como ningún otro cuadro lo haya sido. Se están vendiendo a precios exorbitantes. Te adjunto la parte que te corresponde de la última venta. No te olvides de tu amigo, que fue el primero en reconocer tu genio y mostrárselo al mundo. Con afecto, Maximilian L.
This ledger lists all of the paintings Sarah Hawkins sold.
Pues sí que los da caros. 230,000, 170. Ah, no, son 170, 230. 410, 820. Ah, el vagabundo para FS regalado. Cuadro para el doctor F, tratamiento. O sea, a cambio del tratamiento le hizo el cuadro, ¿no? Para AD, devuelto. Para FS a la exposición. Interesante.
It seems the last one was given for free to a Francis Sanders. I wonder why. Despite what happened, they seem to have loved each other. Was Sarah Hawkins interested in the occult? What was she trying to achieve?
Bradley? Is that you?
Is anyone there?
Ajá. What? Es él, ¿no? Es el detective. Sí.
You! Stop!
Bradley, did you see which way he went?
Who? I didn't see anyone. I just heard some noise. Are you all right?
A man was hiding on the upper level. He ran when he saw me. He can't be far.
Sí.
I'll cover you.
This door was closed earlier. Where did he go?
Do you really think that your fugitive came in here? I don't see any...
It looks like an old seaway map.
way out.
Have you seen the old maritime maps on Charles Hawkins' desk?
Strange. No ship has left Darkwater shore for years. Maybe he kept them for sentimental reasons.
Clearly, Charles Hawkins knew Captain Fitzroy very well. I wonder who the man with the glasses is in the photograph. Probably another friend of Hawkins. It looks like a freehand map of Darkwater. Certain areas have been highlighted. I wonder why. The Scylla. It's the boat that was stranded at the entrance to the harbor. This panel is movable.
Ándale.
Cogwheels. They must be linked to an opening mechanism, probably a secret passage. I must find a way to activate the opening mechanism. I'd be better off not touching them for the moment. Great. I managed to force the gears. Looks like I've triggered something.
Well done, Pierce.
Encontramos una cueva secreta. Es el capítulo 4. Déjenme averiguar cuántos capítulos. Porque además no me han dicho. Como que siento que este no está siendo como muy de su agrado, ¿verdad? Déjenme revisar. Vamos a ver si encuentro cuántos capítulos son. Son 14. Vamos en el 4. Yo creo que...
Secret passage. Under the manor. It's like a detective novel. That guy must have already gotten far.
Yeah, and he had a direct means of entry to the crime scene. We must find him.
Yo creo que ahí le vamos a dejar. Bueno, tengo 4 puntitos. Nos gastamos estos 4 puntitos. Una en psicología. Otra en investigación. Una en fuerza, porque se ve que ya sabe. Let's get physical. Otra en investigación. Es en lo que nos tenemos que volver buenos. Let's get physical. Pues la verdad es que sí se está poniendo bueno. Pero, a descansar un poquillo. Sí que estar como muy concentrado y eso. Y es tarde. Es tarde para andar en esos trotes, amigos. Vamos a echarnos unos Fortnites. Mientras. Ya para despedirnos. A ver qué tal me va de a solapa. Iba a ver qué otro jueguillo más podemos aventarnos también al simultáneo. Yo lo oía muy fuerte, no sé ustedes. Vamos a ver. A ver si ya está. Uy, está muy lejos. A ver si llegamos. A ver si llegamos. Tururú, 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 tururú. Pues ninguna de las dos cosas se ve fácil. Hoy no creo llegar. Uy, 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 uy. Uy, ahí vienen las llamas. Yo que me quería llevar la camioneta. Bueno, por lo menos ya eliminamos a uno, que eso era lo importante para la misión. Ah, yo creo que era una camioneta y es la para revivir. Bueno, o sea, sí es una camioneta, pero no de las que te puedes llevar. Vientos. ¿Qué hay tiros por aquí? Ah, no llegué. Ah, no, no quería eso. Azorques, chale. ¡Ah! ¿Es en serio? Chafa. Y uno solo. O sea, yo ni siquiera había encontrado nada. Bueno, sí, la pistolilla esa. No entiendo por qué nada más de uno solo. Vaya, 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 vaya. Hizo Rick Dance. Parece ser la más fácil. Hizo Rick Dance. No, como que me dan ganas de poner musiquilla, pero según yo, solo en la plataforma morada se puede, ¿no? Pero como estamos en las demás redes también transmitiendo, después que nos tumben. Hijos, mano. Uy, uy. ¡Ay! ¿Es en serio? ¿Es en serio que no hay nada? Uy. Estoy rodeado. Estoy rodeado. Un arma azul. Uy, güey. Uy. Uf. Y hay alguien allá. Vamos. ¿Cuántos? Llevamos 3. Necesitamos escudo. Necesitamos escudo y armas y balas. No traigo. A ver si alcanzo al tren. Sí, no, el tren viene hacia mí, así que... como medio pobre, ¿no? Uy, uy. Pinches boss. Me están disparando por todos lados. Ay. Que también yo, no lo pensé mejor. Me pude haber aventado el maletín y me hubiera hecho un paro, ¿no? que el arma que estaba acá estaba mejor, ¿no? Uy, ya se me va a sacar esto. Efectivamente, con esa es con la que nos acribillamos.
¿Qué onda, bro? ¿Cómo estás? Soy Ociel.
¿Qué onda, Ociel? ¿Cómo estás? Hace rato andaba jugando uno de terror. Se llama The Call of Cthulhu. Pero dije, bueno, antes de irnos, echamos una partidita.
Unas partidas o que bro no pude estar porque estaba haciendo tarea.
Sí, no te preocupes. Digo, la verdad es que también ya estaba por irme. Pero dije antes de irnos.
Nos echamos unas a ver si ganamos.
Sí. Déjame termino esto. Y nos echamos una. Oye. ¿Dónde está el otro? Creo que no lo veo. Me quedé sin balas. Uy. Creo que fue el... Es que fue el... ¿Quién fue? Fue la camarita, ¿no? A ver, voy a la sala para ponerme en dúo. Y le damos antes de irnos. Justo me agarraste ya para retirarnos. Te digo que estaba jugando otro. Y... de Call of Cthulhu. Y dije, vámonos. Vamos a despedirnos con un Fortnite. ¿Dónde estás? ¿Dónde estás que no te veo? Ya te...
Pero sí me agregaste ayer.
Sí, ahí está. Ya te mandé. Ahí estás. Vientos. A ver qué tal viene el otro pase. Yo creo que el siguiente pase sí lo compramos. La verdad es que sí está chidito, pero casi no jugamos esta temporada. Entonces, pues me falta todo. Me falta un buen. Como para dejarlo a medias.
Yo no me compró pases.
Pero juntas las monedillas y ya sale gratis. Por ejemplo, ahorita ahorita ya saqué las gratuitas de esta. Me faltaría una, pero no voy a llegar. Y
Porque PS no le meto dinero.
Sí, exacto. Digo, con una vez que le metas, ya más o menos cada 2 temporadas puedes acumular para que salga gratis. Bueno, es que ya ahorita está un poco más difícil. Antes te daban más monedas gratis, pero ahorita ya casi no. Y ya cuando sí es tan chidito algo, pues sí digo, vamos a meterle. Tener escudos. Ahí márcale donde tú quieras que caigamos. Yo te sigo. Yo te sigo. Ay, ya vi. Uy, espérame. Se me está pasando. Me atrasé un poco, pero ahorita te alcanzo. Espero. Vamos a ver, no encuentro nada. Ay, güey. Me equivoqué. Yo creo que vienen los dos. Chin. ¿Qué hacer? Ay, pociones. Escudo. No he encontrado ninguna. Enzo. Ay, ya me maté. Perdón, me maté yo solito. Creí que estaba lo suficientemente lejos. Ah, aquí cayó el grifo. Ahí va para arriba. Yo aquí muriendo lentamente. Entonces, muchas gracias. ¿Estaba yo? ¿Qué iba a hacer? Nada más de curarme. por sí. No traigo nada de sangre ni de escudo. ¿Dónde te quedaste? Ah, ya te vi.
¿Me prestas oro para 2 escudos? Tengo 200.
Chin, chin, chin. Ay, ¿por qué no compré otra de...? Se me olvidó. Ok. Chin, 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 chin. Ya me quedé muy atrás. Uy, creo que alguien viene atrás de mí. Chin. Ah, me lleva. Demonios. Vientos. vientos. Pues vámonos, amigo. Entonces, con esa victoria que te llevaste. Ay, pues vámonos. Muchas gracias, Ociel. Ya al final, pero mira. ¿Y qué otra cosa? Pues nada, mañana nos vamos para el Chismecito Geek. Y el jueves, no, el viernes, o sea, mañana jueves es Chismecito Geek. Las notas de la semana. Yo voy a rantear bien a gusto porque les traigo un chisme bueno para desahogarse además. ¿Y qué otra cosa? Y el viernes, ya saben, Roy va a estar jugando, creo que Halo. Luego los lunes, ¿qué tenemos los lunes? Helldivers. Y los martes, pues,
Jeje, qué buena.
Sí, la neta sí te la rifaste. Pues bueno, GG, muchas gracias. Nos vemos, amigo. Y los demás, ya saben, también los veo. Déjenme, me voy saliendo de acá. Últimamente no sé por qué no me deja salir manualmente, pero bueno. Pues vámonos. Nos estamos viendo la próxima, amigos. Muchas gracias. Cuídense. Y nos vemos mañanita. Esto fue Señores Geek. Nos vemos la próxima. Bye.